Simon & Schuster Audio presents Seeking Shelter, a working mother, her children, and a story of homelessness in America. By Jeff Hobbs. Read by Janina Edwards, with a note read by the author.
To Sugar Ruth Goldstein, for a life devoted to homes and families. Author's Note. This audiobook is primarily a work of reconstructive journalism. Most of the events were described to me after they occurred and were verified to the deepest extent possible. I undertook this process with the consent, trust, and courage of those who chose to share their stories. During the period right after pandemic social restrictions had begun to ease in California, late summer 2021, I began spending much of my time in different transitional housing organizations around Los Angeles that were geared toward serving families. The public school districts were just reopening in full at the onset of the 2021-22 school year, and I was also spending time in a number of high schools that provided resources for students with unstable housing situations. In these contexts, I was meeting some of the vast numbers of unsheltered families with school-aged children in one of the epicenters of America's ongoing housing crisis. The disaster of homelessness in Los Angeles and many other cities is often reduced in news reports as well as in common conversation to a binary, housed or unhoused. Some descriptive gradations exist, episodic, chronic, hidden, but even those modest systemic efforts toward nuance tend to fold into the dominant presumption that most people who end up without shelter do so as a result of drug addiction, mental health challenges, and general shortcomings of competence. The country's influential, privileged class, policymakers, and news outlets together propagate this terribly facile framing of what homelessness is and whom it afflicts. In contrast, this project began with parents who worked and children who went to school, people of sound mind and without substance issues who carried the typical kinds of aspirations that parents and children have.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?